Hello and welcome to Durante's House of Music. I, Tom Durante, the maestro, am your guide to all things musical, from keyboard instrument repair to music theory, music history, music production, AI music, and everything in between. Today, I will be restringing my ukulele. That's it right there. So I don't know if you remember if you were watching my live stream, maybe a couple weeks ago. I was going to jump on the guitar or the ukulele and I was having you choose. I picked one or two and we picked the ukulele, but then I pulled it out of the case and I found it's got a broken string. Now, if this were an emergency situation, like if I had a gig I was about to play and I absolutely needed to use this and I didn't have an extra string, the place that this broke, I might just be able to loosen the string over here and then have a little bit extra to like retie that on there. I might be able to make it work if I absolutely had to. But right now, instead of just trying to make that work, or instead of just replacing this string, because I don't remember the last time I did this, I'm going to take the opportunity to change all the strings, clean up the fretboard, clean up the ukulele in general, and you're going to get to come along for the journey with me. It's been broken there pretty good, so I'm going to just take that off. Whenever I put strings on, I'll show you the whole process here, but I tie them in at this end as well as at this end. Alright, so now good idea to change your strings every year or so. I mean, unless you're really using it a lot, unless you're a professional musician, you know, you can let them go every year or so, more if you really don't play it. But the more you play the instrument and the better you want it to sound, the more frequently you need to change your strings. Strings are off. Mustache is tickling my nose. Right now I'm just using this guitar polish. It's got the same finish as a guitar. I'm just gonna spray that on there. Wipe it in, polish it up. Now this side is the more important one because the strings are gonna go across here. It's the only opportunity I have to clean these parts before the strings go back on there. The rest of it I could do afterwards, but I'll do it now because I don't want to get any residue on the strings. Doesn't take a whole lot. A little spritz. Wipe off the fingerprints, make it look nice and pretty, give it a good shine. Maintain it. The more you keep up with your instruments, the better they sound, the longer they last, and the more pride you have in them, the better you feel about playing them. It makes it easier to pick up if you have a beautiful, clean instrument. You know, you're less likely to pick it up and play it if it doesn't bring you joy. Knock off all the dust that's been accumulating and set some good intentions for practice come in the future. What I'm using here is some lemon oil fretboard conditioner. I'll leave a link to all this stuff on Amazon. I'm gonna put it on the cloth first, get it a little bit on there, and then work it in to all my frets, evenly distribute it. It leaves such a nice shine and it soaks right in. If you have anything wood, lemon oil is real good for it. And it smells really nice too. So, there you have it. Ready to put some new strings on. I'm using some D'Addario ukulele with black nylon. I just like the way the black nylon looks. Kind of mysterious looking. You see they're all nicely wrapped up. They're nicely labeled. These are color coded, so I gotta do black, green, purple, and silver. Black, green, purple, silver. So I'm going to tie this side on first. Alright, so if you've never tied classical guitar strings, all you're going to do, so a nice up close shot of this, you're going to go around behind what will be the incoming string, behind it, and I'm going to loop through here twice. Okay, going around that string, going in that hole once, and then going in that hole again. And then I can pull it tight. And that'll tighten up on itself. And then on this side, just to prevent it from slipping through, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through one more time, just to prevent it from slipping. Alright, I got a little bit of slack here. The other little thing I like to do is, with this extra bit here, I'll go underneath here, and then when it winds around again, I'll go above it, so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna hold this up, so that can go underneath first, and then I'll push it down, and pull this out of the way, so that it can come above it. And so that's also another little way that I keep this locked in from any accidental slipping out. So now that's locked in with a little knot. And I can cut this off and it's not going to slip through. I like to go in opposite order, so like outside to inside. So I'm going to do my lightest string now. I'm going to tie this end off, going around the incoming length, going twice through here, holding it, pulling that tight. When I come and bring it up here, yeah. Okay, so again, I'm going through that hole twice, make another knot right there. When I go around, I'm going to lock that in as well. But I'm holding it up so the extra length can go above it, and then as soon as it goes, I'll pull it through, and I'll push this down and let the extra length go above it. Make sure it goes above it, and then that will lock it in place. Okay, so we're just pulling it, not really up to pitch, we're just kind of pulling it up right now. Alright, so there we have a restrung ukulele. Now we just gotta tune it. Hey, we got one. Oh my gosh. So there's generally in tune, and now what I'm going to do, a couple of things. Let me cut off these whiskers. Time for a little haircut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them off to the side here, give them a little kink. I'm going to cut it here so that yet another spot. I mean, these have so many little spots that will prevent them from slipping. These are just little habits that I've built up. And the other reason to do this, especially this came from stringing guitars and things. If you're stringing up a guitar and you just cut the end of wire, then you have like a little pokey end of wire that's going to poke you. With this, you can bump into the guitar and you're not going to get poked. Nylon strings don't really hurt, but on a steel string, you bet your believe that sucker will draw blood. I would do that. I've been doing that for years. Thing that I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fret. I'm going to push on frets. I'm going to pull up on the strings. Right. I'm not really making any noise, but I'm just pulling that string out, pushing a fret, pulling at different lengths up and down the string. And so these strings are going to stretch out because they're nylon. It's already dropped significantly. least a half a step. So yeah, give it a day or so. This puppy will be singing right in tune. Let me trim some more stuff. And we got ourselves a ukulele. Well, there you have it, folks. A new clean ukulele with some nice new strings on it and a couple of spares just in case. Come back for more. Make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content, and most importantly, share this video with all your friends. Stay hydrated and have a great night. I'll see you next time.